We are on our way to Saint-Guilhem-le-Désert. We call it the dessert town because Desertbyen. It sounds like dessert in Danish. But we're on our way. We are unfortunately walking in the middle of the road to get there. We couldn't find any parking in the town. We tried. Oh my gosh. This is like, moments where you don't film because you're just super stressed. But this was just a really narrow parking spot, and we barely could get out. So not funny. But we found another spot, but it is around 30 minutes from the town. So now we're gonna walk to the town and see what is up. I think it's just a little mountain town, and there's supposed to be a lot of hikes here. I think this is a part of the Camino, but I'm not sure. I think I saw the seashell, so maybe. But the
weather is nice.
The weather is so nice. This is just really different from being in the Pyrenees. It's really nice here. How hot do you think it is? 23 degrees. Yeah, so it's hot. I wore long trousers, pants. You did too, so it's a little bit hot. But we'll update you when we get to the town. So now we walk by the parking spot that we tried to get.
Yeah, we drove in here and then we saw a space over here, but we couldn't go in because it was
only for residents.
Yes.
And we tried to get a spot here.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look that narrow on the screen, but it is really narrow. Very bumpy. So we didn't want the car in there.
No. And no
so
space.
we had to.
I drove in here and I was like, Emma, I can't do it.
Yeah. And then I took over, but I was super stressed as well because I had to back down here and then around this corner where I was about to bump the car in the corner. And I was being a bit stressed. And when we get into these situations, it's like we have to manage, but I get kind of stressed out.
Like, Julie, you have to talk to me. You have to talk to me. You have to say something. And I'm like, I'm talking. Stop. Go. Back up. Go forward. And she's like, more. Talk more.
Oh, but we know, like, we're both pretty stressed out in these kind of situations, so we forgive each other by the end.
2 minutes and then we're laughing.
2 minutes and then it's okay again.
It's just because I like wine.
What is it?
Look at my new crochet hat. 18 euros. It's not that bad. And look at all of the details.
What did you do?
Julie. Hvad du glemt? Min telefon.
We fandt den. We found the iPhone. Find my iPhone is always a good idea to have. So I can track Julie's phone and she can track mine.
And when I get worried, I track Emma. She's out running. That's some of my
We are back from the town. And now the parking lot. Now this parking lot is more empty than it was before. So I think we're gonna take the van over there and then bring it over here so we have the door out to the water and the view, and then we have the tree here. So that's the plan. Julie is preparing
chef.
The chef in Le Car is preparing
Dinner?
a feast for dinner.
Yes.
it is a fancy dinner.
I don't know what this is called in English, but
Bulgur.
kind of like couscous.
Yeah.
I guess.
And
then tzatziki, rosé, some fine baguette, and some fried fish.
woo! We have been drinking a bottle of wine. I swear we look like we're alcoholics, but I think like I barely drink when I'm home.
In Lidl. 3, 2, 1.
We are daytime alcoholics, yes we are. We are daytime alcoholics, yes we are. We drink wine all the time and we don't give a twine. We are daytime alcoholics here in France.
What? Not when driving.
Not when driving.
Van life reality.
I just spilled red wine all over the seat. We read that sparkling water would help. It was good that it wasn't me. This trip though, like maybe it's because there's not that much to do in a van. Like we have very little space, and then we have wine, and we just drink that instead. And we end up going to all of these farms here and vineyards in France, and then we buy wine.
And then it gets dark at
7:30.
I think. So we're just staying in here.
Okay, but also €2 for a bottle of rosé.
It's insane.
That's crazy though. We will give you our honest review of
the dessert town.
I really liked it, actually. When we walked in, we thought it would be way smaller than it actually ended up being. And it was super, super cute. I think it's been probably the cutest town we've been in France on like all this trip. No, I think the thing is, it is touristy, but I think there's a lot of like hiking people and people
French
coming
people.
from hikes that just likes to go to the town and enjoy maybe a cup of coffee or a beer before they go home. So the vibe was really good. I think the stores were not as touristy as in other places. They were more vintage, small, cute shops, which we really liked.
Yes.
And just beautiful all around.
And then we bought some things.
Her friend, she made these hats.
Yeah, and then I was like, I found this.
It's cute. It's
And
really
I'm dreaming about having this glass house.
Like greenhouse.
I don't think.
Greenhouse. This is a greenhouse.
But imagine this, and then you're picking your tomatoes. Netflix.
Take the bed out. Watch some Netflix, like always. We're watching
Beckham.
the Beckham documentary. It's really good. Like, it's really good. I didn't expect it to be this good. We were like, okay.
And he's hot. Don't tell my boyfriend.
Good morning. We woke up actually pretty long ago, but we have just been lying here in bed for over an hour because we don't want to get up because it's pretty chilly in here in the van. It's not freezing, but it's not warm either. We are a little bit more up in terrain, a bit more up in a mountain, not as bad as in the Pyrenees. I think that's why this night has been a little bit colder. But it's alright. But now we're just gonna wake up and probably get something hot to drink for breakfast and then we will see if we can go on a hike today. Yeah, you have been happy about these socks when it's been cold out. This is also how the van can look. Sometimes it's not always as pretty as it is on Instagram. And why does it look like this, Jules? It wasn't as bad as we went to bed yesterday.
I couldn't find my things.
Yeah. So it's
down here in the deep.
Yeah, so it's when we pull the bed out at night, it's like if you forget something, you have to crawl under the bed and then look. And this is what happened yesterday. Julie couldn't find her stuff, so she took everything out from the closet part and then just dumped it here. So that's a great way to start the morning. We have stayed in is around 2 kilometers from the town, and there's a lot of campers here because it's free to stay. So at night we end up being quite a lot of campers. We are in the town now and we just visited the public toilet. And yeah, now we'll start the hike. To be honest, I am feeling a little bit low energy on this hike today. I don't really know what it is. I think I'm just tired and I don't know. But it is super, super beautiful, which I enjoy. So I think doing this hike will be good for me. Probably get some energy when I get to the top. Julie, however, is pretty energetic. She's walking like constantly like 5 meters in front of me while I'm just struggling here in the back and just oh gosh. Julie was a trooper and took over the backpack. Yes. So I had a little bit more energy. And then we're playing some banger music hits. So it's gonna be alright.
We only walked 2 kilometers.
2 kilometers! That's because on mine, we took it all the way from the parking lot where we hiked to the town where the hike started. So mine says 5 kilometers, but we've only been hiking 2 in this area. But it's like, we were all the way on this path before, so I think it's alright. I tried to fly with my drone, but it was really unsuccessful because I forgot to charge the drone yesterday. So I charged it like for 20 minutes this morning, but it won't let me fly. So we brought this this drone with us on a like 15-kilometer hike, and it weighs quite a lot. Not a lot, but it weighs and it fills in the backpack and we can't fly with it. So, love it. How are you feeling?
Not good.
Yeah, it was a tough trip. I think we're tired, our legs hurt. And how do we rate the trip, hike?
4 out of 10.
A 4 out of 10? Okay, like it was not like
It was a shitty hike.
It was really beautiful, but I think we've done like cooler hikes.
Yeah.
So I think compared to the other ones, this was kind of boring, but still beautiful. Well, now we just have to go relax.
Ej, jeg tager din sko.
Lad mig lige stå herude. Right now I'm actually editing what would be the previous video from the week before. And we're just sitting here chilling from the long hike. So now I'll do some editing here for the YouTube video and also do some editing for something to post on Instagram later. I have been editing and posting, and Julie, what is on the menu today?
Some kind of pasta dish. Pasta dish.
Pasta. It looks really good. What's in it?
Onion, garlic, some of this.
Some sausage.
And a little bit of parmesan and cheese. We have been a little lazy, so we have a lot of dishes.
Julie said we have a lot of dishes here, and we have so much trash in the van too, because we haven't been, it's just a mess in here, but we haven't been able to find a trash can, so we just have trash all over. And this is also like how van life is. It's just not as aesthetically pleasing as it is in Instagram pictures. Cleaning station in the van. So here is the dirty dishes, and here Julie is washing the dishes, and here the undried stuff goes, and here the dried goes. So it's a whole factory setting, samlebåndsarbejde. We just got in the car and we are on our way out of town. But before we go, we will go see Le Pont du Diable, which is called the Devil's Bridge.
Er det godt med din Birkenstock, Emma? Proper footwear, guys. Of course.
So this is Emma from the future here. I am about to edit this vlog, and I just wanted to let you know a little insight or history about Pont du Diable. According to local folklore, this bridge was built by the devil itself. It was because the local residents in the town at this point, they had fought to cross the river, which was very, very dangerous. So they desperately asked for help. And one day the devil appeared, and he offered to build them a bridge in offer for a soul. And when this bridge was built, the human, they tricked the devil by sending over a dog over the bridge instead of a human soul, because he didn't specify on what kind of soul it needed to be. So when the devil, he found out that this was a dog that they sent, he tried to destroy the bridge, but he couldn't. And then out of rage, he ended up throwing himself in the river on a spot that's called the Black Valley. Yes, that is the lore. So that is really, really cool. The parking lot to this bridge is really cool. Can you show them?
So this is the area. It's a parking lot, and usually you have to pay for it because but since it's off season, you don't have to pay for it. So there's a lot of campers. You can get water and empty your grey water, throw out your trash and everything. So pretty nice.
Yeah, I think it normally costs around 20 euros to stay here each day in in season when it's summer, but in off season it's completely free. So pro tip if you're a van lifer and you're in France. Now that we have seen Ponto Diable, we are going out to Pontogat now, but I think I will end this vlog here with having explored this town. We really love the area, and I would love to come back someday. But yeah, if you like this video, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.